First of all, welcome to this certified business analysis professional. Um, so we are in Let Me Study institution. We are gonna learn from here on this CBAP. This is an introductory module. Will give a brief account of the CBAP certification and its objectives. The certification courses designed of individuals with widespread knowledge of business analysis. Certified individuals are proficient in recognizing the needs of business so that the most applicable solution can be identified and implemented. Since the first certification exam took place in November 2002, this importance of organizations have increased. You know uh, the importance of the business analysis certification course and exam. We are gonna discuss in this slide like agenda topics what we are gonna discuss today's demo. Um, in this module, we will get an overview of description of the certified business analysis professional training (CBAP). Um, we will then move on to the learning objectives. And additionally, we will find out the value of CBAP to professionals and organizations even. And then we will want to understand about this tutorial, the exam, and then exam prerequisites. Then finally, we will look into the CBAP exam pattern, the practice questions, and reference materials to consult for further information. So in this next slide, we will discuss on the overview of CBAP. The Certified Business Analysis Professional CBAP design, designation is a professional certification for individuals with extensive business analysis experience. This course covers the basic skill sets required by business analysis BA professionals based on the industry recognized standards and benchmark, such as Institute of Business Analysis, IIBA, Business Analysis Body of Knowledge, like BABOK, and other industries' best practices. The course has provided explored to BA concepts, which helps you apply the knowledge gained during the program. I think you have some basic idea understanding already on the CBAP, right? You already
Yeah.
having more than 11 years of experience into same business analytics field.
Yeah.
So you are here to gain better knowledge, and getting the certification.
Yeah.
That's really great. And yeah, we can discuss on the questions part at the end. Moving on to the objectives. So after completing the course, you will be able to determine the skills set required to be an effective business analyst. You will be able to comprehend the role of functions of business analyst. Additionally, the course will enable you to outline the core knowledge areas, that activities, tasks, deliverables, and the relationships. And then finally, you will be able to work effectively with the key stakeholders involved in each process. So moving on to next slide, we will discuss on value of CBAP to professionals. CBAP is one of the rapidly growing professional courses with increasing number of people trying to understand its value. An individual with CBAP certification will add more value to the organization. It will also open the prospects of for growth and new job avenues. CBAP assets an individual to demonstrate knowledge of the skills necessary to be an effective business analyst. It helps them in developing a professional, level of competence in the principles and practices of business analysis. The individual will be able to participate in, recognized professional group. That a certified person will also get recognition of their completion from professional peers and management. So this way will add the value to the organization, taking this CBAP certification, having the, you know, knowledge in, BA, more proficient knowledge in BA. It will add on, benefit to the organization even. So that we will discuss in the next, slide. So professional, who have having a CBAP certified bring value to an organization that already. The major benefit of hiring such a professionals that they are acknowledged as competent individuals who perform a role which is increasingly recognized as a you know vital component of any successful project. Um, CBAP can be identified as individuals with an advanced level of knowledge and qualifications. So this way, it will be more value to the organization when person is having a CBAP certification. So we can discuss in the next slide, like so. So what will be there in this tutorial? Um, we will have a 7 module. Like the first one is like introducing us to CBAP. In the second module, we will find out how to plan the analysis approach, and elicitation is dealt with in details in the third module, and then fourth module is on requirements management and communication. Enterprise and requirements analysis covers the fifth and sixth module, respectively. We will look into the solution and also assessment and validation to help the professionals, grasp the concepts, quiz and it's like quiz also provided at the end of each modules. Additionally, there are 3 sets of test papers from IIBA, which will help you to preparing for the certification exam.
I
In the
was going to
next
I was going to ask you, are you going
yeah,
to
please.
provide any materials so I can study outside of class as well?
Yeah, we are going to provide you the materials like it can be a PDF document, like a PDF book we can provide you. Yeah.
Okay. No, no, I mean like as in like assignments, materials to study.
Assignments. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely assignments and the test and all will be provided in each module. So
Okay.
whenever we will have each module like completed, that time at that time we are going to provide you the question paper kind of quiz where you
Right.
can solve and understand better. Yeah.
And how long is this course gonna be like before we take the exam?
I think we can cover, you know, 30 to 40 hours or 45 hours of, you know, completing this program.
Okay.
Yeah, like, can we move on to
And
next slide so we
and
can discuss further?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
sure, sure.
Yeah, let me explain everything, each and everything in another slide. So in this slides, we can discuss on exam prerequisites. In order to get the CBAP certification, there are certain requirements to be met by the professionals. The business analyst should have the at least you know um, 500 hours of relevant 7 years of experience, or 500 sorry 7 500 hours of relevant experience in the BA field. um, Over the last 10 years, the individual should also have more than 900 hours in at least four of the six core BABOK knowledge area, and high school or college degrees or minimum educational qualification. I think you are aware of these things, right? So, you have any question here, or in at the end of the class we can ask the questions from you.
Yeah, end of the class is fine.
So in this slide we will discuss on exam pattern. The duration of the certification exam is of 3.5 hours, and although the exam questions are majorly based on the BABOK guide, however, it is not the only source. With the marks required to qualify is based on cut score, which is determined with psychometric procedure. The exam pattern will include 150 questions, and some of the questions, for example, definition, recall, etc. Based on comprehension, there are other questions. For example, giving scenarios, which is the best course of actions in us in situational analysis. This would require performance analysis to arrive at the answer. It is to be noted that the IIBA certification body will not publicly reveal the cut score of the pass rate for any exam. Exam rule score are normalized to standard scale. 500 being the minimum score needed to pass, not the maximum possible score, and it is mentioned in the failed exam result. Um, the next slide we will discuss on practice questions. Quiz questions are provided at the end of each chapter to check participant to understanding. Uh, Practice test papers from IIBA are also provided. This paper indicates how CBAP questions could be presented in the exam. However, they should not be used as a sole source of knowledge. Practice questions may or may not be similar to the questions that will appear in the actual exam. However, these questions will help the candidates like you revisit the topics covered in the chapter. Um, a practice test paper question should not be considered as measurement of the candidate's ability to answer questions correctly in the exam. Actual exam questions will test the candidate's practical application of the knowledge. Coming to this another slide, like so referral materials, we can refer these website. IIBA website contains valuable information on the CBAP exam. This URL is mentioned in this here, like website different URL. We can refer these two URLs to um, study more on the CBAP. Like we can discuss on this question style right now. I think this is the end of the slide. Could you please tell me you have any queries, questions so far?
Uh, yes, I
Or
do. So when it comes to the requirements, you showed me the requirements part. You guys will cover everything, right, for those?
yeah, exactly. So topics will be covered on requirement side as well,
Yeah,
like
like for example, like
requirements analysis.
no, no, I'm talking
Yeah,
about the requirements
please go.
to be for the exam, for the to take the exam, you have to have the certain requirements, right? So you guys will I when I go take the exam, you guys will fill those in for me, right? Like you guys will take care of this.
Yeah, definitely. Like we will give you the idea how it will works, and we will take care. So I don't have the idea that you are enrolled directly here only for exam, or you are taking only the course here. So I don't have the idea on that what you discussed with the institution.
Yeah,
So
so no, no, my question is that you see where it says the exam prerequisites, right? Um,
yes, yeah,
Obviously they said that this, you guys told me that when I take the exam, you guys will help me with the exam and stuff. But what about the requirements?
yeah.
Like for example, be experienced 7,500 hours.
Mm,
What if say
yeah.
that what if I don't have one of this? You guys will take care of that for me?
Oh, all right, got it. Like for that, right? Like you have already experience of 11 years, right? You are the senior business analyst. We don't
Yeah,
need to worry. You can mention that. Yeah, we will take care on that. Like we
yeah. And
will mention in your profile.
what about the reference?
Yeah.
Because I have the education, I have a master's degree, I have 900. Like I don't like. My question is that what if I don't have one of these requirements? Does that mean I don't get to take the exam?
Ah, yes. You don't. You're not qualified for that. If you're not having a
So there's no.
experience in the past. Yeah.
So what if you got? But are you guys gonna help me bypass this?
Like if you are not having the same past experience like this many hours
No,
you
no, no.
haven't worked, then you are not qualified. Yeah.
So I have to. So if I take this course and
Okay.
I don't have. If I take this course and I'm not qualified to take the exam, that means there's no point. I still need to. I need to meet these requirements first. Correct?
First of all, yeah, like you don't need to worry, right? You already have a experience into BA, right? Like
Yeah.
you already mentioned, so you don't need
Yeah.
to worry. These 7,500 hours already covered because you already having 11 years of experience in the same field. This
Right.
already covered. Yeah.
And then I would have to get.
So
I would have to get the reference as well.
reference, like, yeah, two references from your
Yeah.
organization. Yeah.
So do I have to get this, or you guys gonna do this for me?
You can just, yeah, we can also help you with that. It's not a big deal because you already having a live experience, right? So you can also
Yes.
mention some of your, maybe colleagues or somebody. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I see. No problem. Now we're just trying to
If not, then
understand.
you just let us know. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. No problem.
Like I just wanted to know, like you have already passed, already you have 11 years of experience completely into business analyst itself.
Yes.
So, can you please tell me importance of business analyst in the organization? So, why BA is required exactly?
Why is
If
a
you
BA
have somehow,
required? Why is a BA
yeah,
required in a company or in an
yes,
organization?
yeah,
Well,
in
for
organization or the company, yeah.
sure. So a business analyst is highly important in an organization because they play a huge role in playing the liaison between the stakeholders as well as the software development team, right? We're highly involved in the software development lifecycle. We're making sure that we bring solutions to the stakeholders whenever whenever they need from the get go. Uh, for example, whenever we are
Mm-hmm.
starting a new project, we are the first point of contact, right? We
Yeah.
have to understand the changes. We have to understand we have to understand the different types of problems that the stakeholders are facing, understand these
Mm-hmm.
requirements, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
pretty much consult with the stakeholders to understand the requirements to the fullest, so you can explain to your software development team on exactly what the stakeholder is looking for to bring change to the program that they're using or the problem that they're facing. And then from there, you start you collaborate with your team, you help them understand, and then you start the allocation process to understand how long it will take for you to for your team to kind of start the development process, understand
Okay.
how your software development team, your developers and your testers, with how long they'll take, how much time they'll take to finish this to build or make this enhancement in the project. And
Mm-hmm.
then you just go from there. uh,
Mm-hmm.
you're also involved with giving daily updates to your higher ups, like your manager, as well as like you're like the face of your team pretty much. Whenever you're talking to different stakeholders and giving updates to different stakeholders, and keeping the stakeholders in the loop for all the work that is being done, you know, as well as your
Yeah.
managers.
Great. Yeah. Great. That's great. You have good, experience in it. So I would like to know that, like, which methodologies you used
I
to
mo-
software
most
methodologies. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
most of the methodologies that I worked on was waterfall and agile. Right now,
Mm-hmm.
I'm working in the agile methodology environment.
Okay.
I'm also like I am like the BA as well as like the product owner in my team. So I also run
Mm-hmm.
the scrum ceremonies. During
Okay.
the yeah. So I run the user story grooming sessions, the sprint planning meetings, making sure on the definition of ready, the smart lingo, to make sure that following the right ways of delivering incrementally, and making sure that
Okay.
we have the right way of writing the user stories and acceptance criterias, making sure that these user
Okay.
stories make sense and is deliverable following the criteria, you know, and
Okay.
making sure that also we are using the Moscow prioritization method to like make sure that everybody's on the same page, and we know exactly
Mm-hmm.
which work that we have to do first, you know, to and then followed by
Mm-hmm.
second, third, and fourth, to deliver to the
Okay.
stakeholder. And yeah.
Great. I hope you know already the elicitation techniques, how to use them and all this. So
Yeah,
if you
elicitation
can.
techniques. Yeah, yeah, I know.
Mhm. Great. Even you worked for BRDF, RDSRS documentation stuff apart from user stories creation? Yeah.
Yeah, like I've created business
Mm.
requirement documents and functional requirement documents. It's pretty much the same thing. BRD is much
Okay.
BRD,
Okay.
because
Please go ahead. Yeah, yeah, sure.
I was just gonna say that BRD consists of like the business requirement documents. It focuses on the what mostly, and it consists of
Mm-hmm.
it consists of the user stories, the process flows, the use cases, the gap analysis, the as is and to be, the
Mm-hmm.
assumptions, um, and the risks, within the project and the scope.
Like
And
total objective, like project
yeah,
objective, scope, everything we can cover in the BRD. That's great
exactly.
idea. Yeah.
And then functional requirement
Um.
documents is a lot more like into the functional requirements. You can get that help
Yeah.
from your testers and developers as well.
Great. Yes. In the functional requirement, we can capture all the user specification details like
Hmm.
functional and non-functional requirements,
Yeah,
and we can
end user perspective.
process flow. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you are good at writing the wireframing and prototyping everything already.
Yeah, I kind of use lucid charts to create user store BPM and diagrams, as well as
Process flow.
balsamic.
Yeah.
You ever use balsamic
Balsamic.
before?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've used
Yeah.
balsamic. But in my current job, I don't really do a lot of like balsamic work. It really depends, because
Mm-hmm.
they use the BA in different ways. Like right now, I look at different BRDs, but I don't really create BRDs at work. I create a lot of data mapping documents with API documentation.
Okay.
Yeah, I work with APIs, and
I think
develop.
in the healthcare domain projects. Yeah. Correct.
Yeah, API documentation and API document creations, as well as like I work with
Mm.
a lot of, I work in the back end a lot. It's not like a front end BA role, where you just write the user stories, acceptance criteria, and then you kind of like work with the developers to explaining to them what exactly the stakeholder wants. I'm working with more
Mm.
like different types of using SOAP UI REST APIs, to kind of look at what the
Okay.
backend, how
Mm.
the APIs kind of like interact with each
Mm.
other, and then map
Mm-hmm.
those fields.
That's great. So you had done testing as well, like API testing, kind of, or
Not API testing, but I kind of
mm,
it's kind of more like running it on SOAP UI, or like we use SOAP UI. You could also use Postman,
I
but
understood.
yeah,
Yeah.
but just to kind of see the what type of 400, 200 errors you get, to see what comes back. That's the most tough,
Okay.
quote unquote, testing I've done. But rather than that, I don't really do any UAT testing at my at my job or anything like that.
All right. Got it. Got it. So anyway, that's really great. Whatever the knowledge and the experience you have, so that will help you to clear this exam, and we will also help you to understand in-depth knowledge in the CBAP. And anyway, you are gonna take the support of the exam, so that will not be the big issue for you.
Right.
Yeah, we can discuss more each and every day. Like we will have a session for 1 hour every day. We can complete it, 35 to 40 hours. This training.
So it'll be like 2 months basically, right?
No, it will be like 35 to 40 means like 1.5.
Okay, so
But
every
every day we can take a per 1 hour. Yeah.
okay, 1 hour class every day. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna provide you the materials, right? Like even I can give you the quiz and all this thing.
Yeah,
You can practice that. It will be help you to, not for only the exam. It will be helpful for you to, in the organization also. So if you're gonna change your job, or if you wanted to become a product owner in next few years, then it will be helpful for you to,
yeah.
gain a lot of knowledge in this. So I think you have already got all the answers, right? Like you have any other questions, or you're
Nope, I'm
good
good.
right now?
Yeah, I'm good now.
That's great. Like it was nice talking to you. Like
Yes,
we can discuss further then. Yeah.
yes. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Surely, surely.